Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm here to showcase a 1-bar Oakensoul build for a Bow Stamina Sorcerer, updated for the Scribes of Fate DLC patch. This build is capable of pulling over 92k on the parse dummy and is a solid build for group content. Please keep in mind that these builds are baseline, meaning there are many viable gear sets and skills in the game to customize to your preference or whatever is needed in certain situations. With that being said, here we go. So as per usual, starting off in the character sheet, 64 points in a stamina and Thief Mundus. For the race, we're a Dark Elf. I think Dark Elves have some of the best passives for stamina DPS. In terms of food, you have pretty much 3 options. Artaeum Takeaway Broth is probably going to be your best in slot food. A cheaper and almost as good alternative would be Dubious Cameron Throne. And lastly, if you're parsing or need more sustain, Lava Food Soup and Salt Rice is always the go-to. For the potions, since we're running Oakensoul, we don't need to run weapon power, therefore we can just use either trash pots or tri-stat potions. Either one would work, and the good thing about tri-stat potions is they can act as a pseudo heal and also give you your off resource back if you may need it. So for CP, for the blue tree, we're going to be running Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, Wrathful Strikes, and Backstabber. If you can't flank the enemy, swap this out for Fighting Finesse. For the red tree, Balanced Vitality, Fortified, Rejuvenation, and Bloody Renewal. So for the gear, this is a baseline build, meaning you can customize this to whatever you feel like running, although different sets are going to give you different results. Anyways, so for this build, we're running 5-piece Pillar and Urn, paired with 5-piece Reliquin, 1-piece Light Slime, and 1-piece Oakensoul. So breaking down in the main hand, we have Pillar and Urn Bow in Precise with a flame damage enchant. Charge is okay as well. For the head slot, we have a Slime Crawl in Light. This is traded in Divines with a max dam enchant. For the rest of the body, we have 5 pieces of Reliquin, all traded in Divines with max dam enchants. And lastly, for the jewelry, 2 pieces of Pillar and Urn jewelry and 1 piece Oakensoul. All of them are going to have weapon and spell damage enchants and traded in Bloodthirsty. For the skills, we're going to be running Daedric Prey. This is actually a really strong skill, and furthermore, it increases pet damage. And don't recast this, because if you recast it too early, you're not going to get the explosion. Lethal Arrow are spammable. Poison Injection, this is our only source of like actual execute. It's a really strong dot and even stronger during execute. Volatile Familiar, this is our pet, and activate this throughout the whole fight. Twilight Tormentor, this is our other pet, and this one, activate it if you want to, but I didn't notice too big of a DPS difference. And lastly, Greater Storm Atronach, your go-to ult for single target. So for the rotation, it's actually super simple. Just keep up your 3 dots, Daedric Prey, Poison Injection, and Volatile Familiar. And then when all of your dots are up, just go into a Lethal Arrow spam. You can cast Twilight Tormentor if you do need to conserve stamina, but I haven't noticed a too big difference in DPS. It may add a little bit, so if you want to, use it. And for Greater Storm Atronach, just drop that whenever it's ready. So for closing thoughts, if you need another flex spot, you can take off Volatile Familiar or Poison Injection and then include whatever you need. If you want more AoE, you can always swap out your Lethal Arrow for Silver Shards from the Fighters Guild skill line. It will do a little bit less damage, but it does cleave. So for gear alternatives, instead of running Reliquin and Pillar, you can run any of these sets. Coral Riptide is a really good option if you can control your stamina. Sororia and Whirl of Depths are both light armor, so you'd have to run it in weapons and jewelry, but they aren't bad sets as well. Back Alley, Gourmand, Briarheart, and Venomous Smite are all very good alternatives. And if you want a simple budget build, Order's Wrath and Hunting's Rage would work just fine. Anyways, I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below or come join our Discord. Link is in the description. As always, thank you to my YouTube members, and see you in the next one.